be saying the whispers or the close-up whispers at particular points have been. And as I love incorporating your favorite things into videos and taking in feedback, I thought this would be the perfect video for you all. So, I hope that you do enjoy. I have a few things to whisper about tonight, and so if you do enjoy, be sure to leave the video a big thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you are not already subscribed. And without further ado, let's get into the video. your stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days. Makes sense. So that is our facts that I thought we'd read while doing a little bit of whispering. Now I thought it'd be fun to describe some random objects that I found in and around my house, or specifically my office. First of which is this Gengar Funko Pop. It is one of my favorite Pokemon. And he has little dark eyes that look quite angry and mischievous, and a big cheeky smile. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teeth visible. This little Gengar, and I don't really know why I love Gengar so much. I just think it's cool, and it's just such an epic Pokemon. But this was a Funko Pop that I originally kept in the box, but took out to save space in my background because I had like 7 or 8 Funko Pops. Look at his little spiky back that goes all the way up over the top of his head, and his pointy ears, and his feet and hands that have claws on them. Gengar. That's the sound he makes. The next object I will describe is just a little pink highlighter. So this is not actually my highlighter, it is Jade's that she uses for doing like work and things. It is a Stabilo Boss original, and there's like a little swan logo on it. It's just your classic highlighter. It's a nice bright pink color. Let's pop the lid back on. It's got a black lid. It is art number 70 out of 56. Paper copy facts. Refillable, rechargeable. It's refillable. That's cool. Made by Stabilo Boss. The barcode number 40063813333689. Highlighter. Up next we have an LED remote for LED lights. This one is actually for controlling the lights in my office that you see in the background of my live streams and gaming videos. It has a whole range of colors on it, from red to green, blue, orange, light blue, purple, pink, turquoise, yellow, and even white. It has a dim button control at the top, and also you can make them flash or strobe, fade or be smooth as well, but I typically just have them on static. There's also a little warning disclaimer on the back to keep batteries out of reach of children. I don't need to worry about that issue. And then the little release for putting the battery in, if I can get it. I can't. Oh well. So while you hold it, typical controllers won't have buttons here, but you can set them up to be things. So as well as all the classic buttons a controller would have, you can use them down here as well. So I particularly like that about that controller. And the final little object I have here is this really cute turtle cat. Yes, you heard that right. It is a turtle cat because it's a cat, but in the body of a turtle. He has a little paw print on the foot of the turtle, just up there, and a really cute face. I have this just set up beside my PC. It's just kind of like a little decor thing that Jade actually gave to me. I think she got this in like a blind box unboxing. It's actually kind of textured, which I didn't realize until now. Just interesting. So we need to give him a name. Come up with a name, everybody. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the describing random objects segment of the video. We are now going to go on to reading about a conspiracy theory. Now, the conspiracy theory, which I won't give my opinions on too much because everyone believes in different things, but the conspiracy I'll be talking about is the pigeon spy conspiracy. This piece of work says, what if pigeons aren't just birds, but government surveillance drones? This tongue-in-cheek theory claims that during the Cold War, agencies secretly replaced flocks of pigeons with tiny machines equipped with cameras and microphones. Why bother with satellites and spies when you can have millions of feathered drones blending into everyday lives? So I've seen this in like cartoons and things before and heard people talk about it. I swear there's even like a, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not like a Black Mirror episode similar to this. The evidence that people point to is their fearless behavior. Pigeons stroll right up to people in parks. Conspiracists ask, are they brave or are they collecting data? The next thing is the power lines. Their constant perching is explained as recharging stations on power lines. The thing is, I feel like a lot of birds do that. There are also no baby pigeons. Most people never see young ones, so assume that they don't reproduce naturally. Also, their shiny eyes. Believers insist that those glossy eyes are actually tiny lenses. The modern twist is that with the rise of 5G, the theory got an upgrade. Supposedly, pigeons now transmit what they record directly to cell towers, acting as little wireless hubs. This is kind of wild, actually. I like this. Why is this so fun, though? Well, this conspiracy doesn't ask anyone to believe something sinister. It's more of a parody that makes people laugh. But it does add a bit of drama to everyday life. I was literally about to say that. Next time you eat a sandwich on a park bench and a pigeon stares at you a little too intently, you might wonder, is it hungry or is it reporting back to headquarters? guys have a video idea submission for,